Dizzy from the way this world is turning. Different from the way our mothers told us. Can't seem to figure out which way is up or down. Can you point me the right direction now? We're all just trying to find our place, but each day
we get to NASCAR, and this is the first thing you do.
We'll make it up as we go now. We'll shake it up until
Nobody died.
Nobody died. Nobody killed anybody.
Might be harder than it seems, but we're catching up to all our dreams. And we'll make it up as we go now, go now, go now. Make it up as we go now.
I don't remember how I got this in here. Like this? I honestly don't even remember how to use this thing. Pretty sure I just pulled the choke and started. It's been too long, I have to read the instructions. Okay, here's where we're at. Tomorrow morning we are leaving for NASCAR. We've got 3 days to get there. It's supposed to rain starting tomorrow morning before we leave, and I think it's gonna rain pretty much the entire way. And then there's also a hurricane that may or may not be nearby. That means more rain. So I think this is going to be nothing but rain, and it is our first time actually boondocking anywhere ever. I bought a generator last year, got it broken, and then never used it, but luckily it started up on the first try. But now, because it's gonna rain tomorrow morning, before we even leave, I need to get everything packed up, and I have got to figure out something to do with this storage area. I said that before, as you start moving around, you just keep getting stuff, you accumulate things get moved around, and somehow that storage bay always turns into a complete disaster. So I've got to address that. I've got to get everything loaded up. So tomorrow morning, all we have to do is just hook up and go, because I think it's gonna be pouring on us. I can't even point to a singular moment that's caused this. The only thing I can somewhat blame right now is the fact that we've been sitting for 3 weeks and we bought paddle boards. Otherwise, I don't even know. But oh my God, so much to do.
Sometimes you gotta dig for the gold. It's hiding in the place you feel the most. Sifting through the rubble, chipping at a broken wall. It won't all be perfect, but it can be beautiful.
Well, we're leaving Texas. This is a heck of a send-off. It is absolutely torrential downpour. We're not even hooked up yet. We just closed in all the slides and got the animals in the truck. I mean, all I've done is go back and forth between the RV and the truck once, and I look like I just got out of a shower. This is nuts. This happens every single time we pack up and leave. It rains. Never like this though. This is bananas. So, RV life.
We can make it better than it ever was. I know we can make it. I know the road is long, but we're not giving up. I know the road is long, but we're not giving up. If you look closely, you will find it. There's still a light inside the darkness.
I guess I should have tested more than just turning on the generator.
Because what if this thing doesn't connect?
You know what I bet I have to do?
There it is.
I had to bypass the EMS.
Perfect. We're on.
Aha! That was why. Okay. I'm like, oh no, we're gonna be doing this for
Mom, gang,
hours.
pitchy patchy, I feel like I'm gonna fail. But you know what? I've got a Buck Peach, so
Got a Georgia peach.
I would have been fine without Paula. That's a lie, I'm dripping. You know,
What?
we get to NASCAR, and this is the first thing you do.
What better thing to do?
I guess nothing.
Right. What better thing to do than have everybody look at your truck and go,
I mean,
ooh. Look at that. You see the shine? You
I
see
do-
the reflection?
I do see the shine.
See the whole park.
You can actually see the park in the reflection of the truck right now, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Look like I'm drinking pee.
First full 24 hours of boondocking? Success?
I think so. I mean, I've had better nights of sleep,
Mm-hmm.
but it was a little warm.
I don't understand how you don't like the hum of the generators
Yeah,
everywhere.
that was interesting. That was distracting. That was hard to fall asleep to.
Yeah, we personally turned ours off. Luckily, it was
Yeah.
cool enough that we didn't want it back on.
Yeah, no. I wasn't sure what the rules were either with that. I'm still not sure what the rules are with that here.
We've only had one hiccup, and that is something is wrong with our water pump.
To say the least. that is full blast water.
Wait a minute. The pump might not actually be on.
Are you serious?
Something's really wrong when it's not on. Here we go.
Okay.
Not much better.
Yeah.
What I've heard is there's a filter at one end of the water pump that can crack and the vacuum seal is gone. I think that's what it is.
Right.
But since we barely ever use the water pump, we didn't know that it was a problem. So this is what we're dealing with as far as water pressure.
Yeah.
So not the greatest, but we can last one more day.
Yes. We've been able to shower
Yes.
somehow.
Kind of.
2 showers.
And we'll finish it out with this, and then I will figure that pump thing out. I also have a spare from the last RV that I could use. So either way, it will be fixed soon. But today is the lesser. I don't know how NASCAR stuff works. It's like the 200, and I think that's you got to be 200 before 400. I think that's how math works. So maybe that's how NASCAR works.
I don't know.
So today is the 200 race, so we're just gonna go there and get a feel for the vibe and have fun. And tomorrow, you will see this. All dressed up nice. All right.
For such a long time, all my worries got me paralyzed.
Thank you.
Stepping out into the daylight, you know I'm ready for a good time. Ooh, can you feel the energy? Something's coming over me.
Night 2 of boondocking in the books. I wouldn't say it was easy. It was definitely a rough night. We made it through. And look, Keith is just unfazed by the whole boondocking experience here. He's still playing video games.
Got it.
Oh my gosh. So, if you're curious about what you can do while boondocking, like for some reason, if you're wondering, can I still play video games or watch TV? Evidently, yes.
And I'm playing online.
Are you really playing online? Self-plug. If you want to see how we stay connected while on the road, I will link that up.
Over here.
Exactly.
I know where it's at.
So Keith's playing video games for a little bit, but the old grand reveal will happen soon of your day 2 outfit.
Yeah, I gotta do that. I'm avoiding it. You know, I committed to something that I shouldn't have committed to.
Oh, we're having regrets?
Maybe. I think I need to leave the chops. Rainey, I think I kind of pull it off. I think so. I think you're gonna be happy with this.
Like happy
me happy, keep it forever. Think this is good? I'm gonna take a shower, get my hair slicked back all nice, and then I'm gonna put on the outfit. I look like Tom Selleck in his prime just came out of the time machine. I look like Theodore Roosevelt and Burt Reynolds had a baby. Okay, I'm ready.
I'm not ready.
I'm ready. Do it.
I hate it.
Don't you? I could tell you how much you loved it. You were speechless.
Oh my God, Keith.
She's tearing up. Are you crying on me?
I'm
that beautiful, isn't it? I
No.
told you. Pure American heritage. Look at this.
No, I'm looking.
This is freedom.
That's something
is
like that, yeah.
True American spirit.
Oh my God. Wait, let's get a good look at these. What have you? Oh, he's doing the turn.
Look at that. Look at that fit. I kind of think they can come up to here.
I think they're good, honey.
You sure? Cup race starts in about 25 minutes. We're walking up. This place is freaking huge. I don't think you realize this, how big the stands are, how big everything is
Right.
through here.
Everything's bigger at NASCAR.
I think my look is good. I think I'm gonna fit in just fine. I think the accent's gonna have to start coming a little stronger. But I may have to keep it under control.
Yeah.
It might get a little too hard.
Too much.
Taper it down. That was surprisingly a blast. And no, that's not the stash talking.
You're just so assimilated now.
Yeah. No, I had a lot of fun, and I would actually go to another NASCAR, right with a group. I don't know about going alone.
Yeah, the group made it great. I was really surprised at how fun it was. The whole experience in person is awesome. Like the vibrations, the smells, the everything. No, seriously. Like, cause you can feel the cars going by, and like you smell the rubber, and I don't know, just like the excitement, everybody booing and cheering, and the drama, and it's just so much more than I expected.
There's so much going on. There's so much more behind the scenes of drivers hating other drivers. Or,
Yeah.
I don't know. It was cool though.
I didn't realize.
But I think most of the fun race was kind of, it was the race.
Yeah.
It's got its moments, but there's this, it goes on. It goes on for a long time.
It's a lot.
The camping and the friendships and the hanging out and drinking beer and talking and just having a good time.
Meeting
it's an
people.
absolute blast.
Yeah, it really is.
You know I'm ready for a good time. And now I'm soaking in the sunshine. No clouds above me, only blue skies. You know I'm ready for a good time.
We made it through our first boondocking experience.
And nobody died.
Nobody died. Nobody killed anybody, and we did learn quite a few things. We made a couple mistakes, and we have a few tips that we want to share with you guys.
And I only demanded that we wait until this grows back because somebody made me shave. And I think that I was right in that I looked better with the chops and the mustache than with no facial hair at all, as I'm sure you agree. But regardless, here we are. My facial hair is back and I'm ready to talk about it.
We're ready to talk about it, so let's jump in. Number 1 is give the RV a test run.
And don't just set up the generator and call it good. Plug in everything, fill up the water tank a little bit, use your water pump, essentially set yourself up just like you would be while you're out boondocking, and actually test it all out and make sure it all works while you still have shore power that you can just plug into, and while you're not panicking because you're there and now you have no choice but to be there.
What? We kept it very calm, cool, and collection.
Right. You can tell by the collection of sweat at the end.
Number 2, conserve water.
Now this sounds obvious, but I think it's important, especially for first timers, is to conserve water in the way that you would do no matter how long you're going to be out, because you need to understand your water usage over time. As even though maybe your first
trip is 1 or 2 days, you want to know how much water you're using so that if you're out for 3 or 4 days, you can plan accordingly.
Yeah, and know that even with showering, you're gonna be taking those quick little military showers where you turn on the water and you scrub off real fast and then turn the water off. That's just kind of part of boondocking, is you want to take all the steps to conserve.
Or baby wipes.
Or baby wipes. Not for me.
No baby wipe
Not up
showers
in
here.
here. Not, mama needs a good scrubbing and a good lathering, okay?
Yes, soap. Plenty of soap.
Plenty of- Number 3 is plan around the heat.
And that's because most generators can only handle 1 air conditioner at a time. So if you're in an area that it's above 90 degrees, it's gonna be a little warm in the RV. Maybe pack a couple extra fans, or better yet, just plan to do something in the afternoon when it's the hottest part of the day.
Yeah, and our animals were just fine during the day. It was just we were sweating and really just crabby and uncomfortable. And
Princess doesn't like to sweat. Except when she's working out, clearly.
I've got an emote for every single
Clearly.
thing. Number 4, understand your battery limitations.
Especially if you haven't done any upgrading to your battery situation. We personally have not. We only have 1 deep cycle battery, and that battery was about a month old, and I think we discharged it too much, and we're gonna have to replace it. So that was our mistake of not understanding how many devices, how many things can be plugged in, or how much power can be drawn overnight while the generator was not on. That's important. Either upgrade your batteries beforehand, add some more, or don't plug anything in.
Plug nothing in! Number 5, and this is our final tip, is to take precautions if this is your first boondocking trip. And what we mean by that is don't plan a trip for 7 days out in the middle of the desert.
Yes, keep it close to town, keep it short, and have a good backup plan. That's in case the family is not having a good time and you gotta cut the trip short, you're not 50 miles out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, and it would probably be a good idea if it's your first trip to go out with somebody who knows what they're doing. That was something that was great about this experience, is we went out with a group of people, pre-planned this trip, and all of the other people knew what to do in a boondocking situation where when we had that little tiny moment of panic, it was nice to know that, well, if we really can't figure this out, there's people with us that absolutely can help, or at least, you know, give us some advice.
Okay, that's our advice from our first trip. And the question to you would be, would you do it again?
Yes, I would, but I think that we have some things that we have to figure out on our RV before I would be comfortable with going out into the wilds again.
Yes, we clearly have to get the water pump fixed, which I'm waiting on a part, and that should be fixed. And we gotta address the batteries. I'm hoping this year we will have something bigger and better, but I really don't feel comfortable about doing a multi-day trip again without having better battery setup.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments if you have never boondocked before, and tell us what's holding you back.
And if you have, and you have any good mishap stories, please let us know. Or if you have any suggestions, please put those in the comments as well and share them to everyone.
Yeah. If you enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up, as that is the best way to support our channel. And you can see some of our other videos right here, and we will see you on the next one.
I belong on the track.
I hate it.